What's up, guys? J.R. Raymond back again, coming to you from Polaris Pro Shop and Training Center here inside Waterford Lanes, where today, my friends, we've got a new ball from Ebonite, the Polaris Hybrid. And we did a little bit different layout, and I'm going to explain that here shortly. But we went with 25 by 4.5 by 45. It just kicks that mass bias over a little bit. But we were going to take it out here on a typical 42-foot league condition on the brand new surface out here. We got the new HPLs. They're pretty much done with all the lanes throughout the house. And we're going to take it out here and see what she's got. But hey, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, comment below. If you've already seen these bowling balls and whatnot, tell me what you think of it. And what's your favorite Ebonite ball out of all time? What's the favorite Ebonite ball you've ever seen? So for me, I think it was the one. You know, I'm going to go with that, the Ebonite, the one. Even though I actually technically never had one of my own, I saw so many people use it that it was ridiculous. I watched Tommy Jones win 57 million titles with it those few years that it was really, really prevalent. So that would be what I would go with. What are you going to go with? So we're going to take this Polaris out here in a minute and see what she's got here in a minute. Stay tuned.
They say bowling is a dying sport.
A dying sport.
I disagree. I disagree.
I disagree.
I disagree.
I disagree.
Polaris.com for the love of bowling.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have the new Polaris. This is the hybrid version of the Polaris by Ebonite. And we're going to start changing a lot of the typical layouts. The only thing that's going to change is that first number, especially on the asymmetrical stuff. I mean, we're just going to leave them all the same. We're going to do the symmetric and the asymmetric the same for all the layouts. But instead of doing 45 by 4.5 by 45, we're actually going to do 30 by 4.5 by 45. So puts the pin in the same spot. The only thing that changes is that first angle, so it kicks everything out a little bit more. It puts the core in a little bit stronger position, because I think I'm not giving the reviews a fair enough assessment, because I'm putting it in such a standard placement when most people are going to be using the stronger layouts and when they're bowling and when they're getting balls drilled at their pro shop and stuff. So I want to show you some of these balls with a little bit stronger core position and see what they do. So I'm gonna start with this Polaris. We're gonna go a little straighter, right around that 9, 10, 11 range, and see what we come up with. Hopefully I got the audio fixed. I'm pretty sure I do. And that was really sweet. And I have thrown this ball a little bit. I've been actually getting loose, throwing this, the stealth, the reality check. The reality check I threw you a little bit yesterday. Really impressed with that ball. And early impression of the Polaris here, these last, I've probably thrown it a dozen times, is it's super clean for a ball that seems to be trying to be stronger. So I'm gonna go 5 left, about 5 and 3. Yeah, see, I like the way that picks up, and I think I made, I think I had an epiphany with these layouts, with going with like what I did with those motive balls, and seeing how much better that motive ball was with the lower first angle. And I know it's 15 degrees, but it doesn't seem like much, but 15 degrees difference actually does make quite a bit, because you're literally changing, because the mass bias is here, so about 3.5 inches, almost 4 inches right of the thumb, whereas normally that 15 degrees cuts it back to right about here. So it's probably a good 1.5 inches or so difference, where you're shifting that core over a little bit, putting it in a much stronger position. Or I guess on an asymmetric ball, technically they say the strongest position is, you know, within 1 inch of the thumb, somewhere around there. But as you go this way, you make the ball wobble a little bit more. So it tends to make the core want to pick up just a little bit quicker. And when the core picks up just a little bit quicker, it can create a little bit more continuation, which is what I'm seeing out of this so far. So I'm just going to move 3 more left here instead of a full 5. little delay there. That one scooted through there a little too far. So that tells me I have to just get a little bit stronger with my hand. That's not a big deal. So now I'm far enough left, I can get stronger with my hand. But how much this ball is floating and pushing through there is really impressive. I wasn't expecting this ball to get down the lane that much, and it's so beautiful. It's pretty. You can see the pearl mixture in there. The green's pretty much the solid, and then you got a lot of pearl in the silver and the blue. Looks good. So I'm gonna throw that same shot-ish. I'm just gonna go a little stronger with my hand now. And that'll get that thing to really pick up and get going through the pins. Now the good news, folks, for those of you that didn't see my video on my channel, I found my new thumb, or I found my good thumb. I had a bad thumb. The last batch of reviews were done with a thumb that I wasn't comfortable with, and might have made some of those bowling balls look not so good. In particular, that Idol Cosmos. I think the Idol Cosmos is probably better than I gave it credit. So we're gonna probably do that one again with the good thumb, because now this thumb lets me do what I want with my hand. It gets off my hand clean, and we're in good shape. So I'm excited now to go bowl again. And move a couple more left here. That ought to pick up. Yeah, that's sturdy. That's very, very clean through that front. And I'm telling you, I think if I would have went 45 degrees with that first angle, this thing would be doing the kind of hook stop flat tenning like crazy right now. I think because I went with that lower first angle, it's making it once it picks up that motion off of the dry, it's making it drive a little bit more because the core is already in motion. The core's trying to pick up already. Whereas with the bigger first angle, it's delaying that core, that pinch, the longer, and then it's making it a little too sharp off the back of the pattern, which makes it then hook stop. I'm learning every day, guys. I'm learning more and more. I don't know everything, that's for sure. So I'm trying to learn just as much about my game to help you guys as much as I can. So we're gonna go 5 more left here. That's pretty cool. I got that a little bit to the right and it still picked up and went through the pins. Now the one guy I know really loved the Polaris, the original Polaris, the orangish one, was Steve Novak. And he's a Brands of Brunswick staffer, he's a track staffer, and he really liked that Polaris. So I'd be curious to see what he thinks of this one. He likes to throw it hard. He's got a pretty high rev rate and he likes to throw it hard, so I think he probably will still like the original Polaris better. But he said the same thing about the Polaris, is it didn't pick up in the front on him for a solid, stronger ball. It never saw the front. So that's a good sign. And this one's not seeing the front either. It's a little left. A little left, but we're tripping 4.9s. A little left, but we're tripping 4.9s. And see, now it's, I gotta get the sticker off of it. I still got the Made in Mexico sticker on it. Now that I've moved far enough left, got my hand around it, it's flaring all the way back around and hitting that sticker. So let me get the sticker off so it's not thumping down lane. I can hear those little things. I'm weird. I'm sure a lot of you guys are too. All right. Well, let's get up against the ball return. I love that I have this thumb back though. I should actually do what I want with a bowling ball, not struggle through the release. You gonna curve? Ooh, barely. I got that one going to the right. But again, it's not stopping off of it. It's not getting there and stopping and washing out or two-pinning or anything like that. It's coming off of the dry, it's rotating around, rolling around it, and still getting up towards the pocket. Let's get in front of the ball return, one more shot. Let's see if it can come all. I'm gonna have to really wrap my hand around this one. So you're gonna see I'm gonna get the back of my hand towards the pins. That probably doesn't make any sense to anybody. That's okay, it does to me. Ooh. Yeah, we got a good one, folks. We have a good one. All right. So did it miss at all? I don't think I missed. I don't think it didn't strike. It tripped forward. It did everything. I think I pretty much went around the entire lane. It struck from every part of the lane, and that's what we like to see about with hybrid covers. Is they're real versatile. You're allowed to go straighter. They got enough cleanliness to allow you to go a little bit straighter, and then they got that solid that gives you that little bit of extra traction to dig in when you go further left. So. I don't know if the ball was that good or if it was just the fact that I have my good thumb again. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and give the credit to the ball because that was pretty crazy. That's been a long time since I've seen a Ebonite ball come out that has done something like this. Been a long time since I've seen something like that. There's been track record of Ebonite from back in the day before Brunswick when they were in Hopkinsville. They had a hard time coming out with good ones. I mean, maybe the Game Breaker series, the Game Breaker 3, 2, those types of balls were pretty good. But there wasn't there hasn't been a real banger since the days of like the 1 and, those bowling balls that were real prevalent back then. So it's good to see another bowling ball like that. I can imagine you're going to see guys like Tommy Jones go out there and wreck it with this ball, kind of like we did right here on this pattern. So it's going to go with me to Morgantown, West Virginia this weekend, and hopefully it comes into play a lot. But if you want to get one, make sure to hit that link in the description or come up here to Polaris Pro Shop and Training Center inside Waterford Lanes in Waterford, Michigan. Come see me or Greg, and we'll get you taken care of. But otherwise, that's all I got for you. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and until next time, we'll see you guys later. Take care.